Posas versus Mr. Slater.
Welcome into week 4, game 2 of Michigan Elite Hockey here from Kensington Valley Ice House. I am Ryan Radosevich, joined alongside Merritt Klein. We're glad you're joining us here for game 2. But if you missed game 1, boy, I feel a little bit sorry for you. It was a heck of a game between Team Miller and Team Sherry. Team Miller went up 2-0. Team Sherry with 3 unanswered. It went back and forth. We were deadlocked at 4 going into overtime. And then Alex Green, the game-winning goal for Team Miller, and they pick up their first win of the whole entire season. Man, game 1 was an absolute beauty of a match, and you love to see that. We bet the rules a little bit to get overtime in that one.
Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. And we've seen a lot of high-scoring games of Michigan Elite Hockey, and as the weeks have gone by, we definitely still see some high-scoring games, but it's been less, and it's been a lot more about the defense, which we really saw in that last game. If you missed it, got to talk to Alex Green after that game, and he talked about it too. He's like, it's not something we really ever discussed or talked about. It just started kind of clicking together, and that's what you see here into week 4.
And we got game 2 coming up. Team Slater versus Team Posa. Michael Wainwright, take it away, birthday man.
In the white jerseys on the home bench, take on Team Slater, undefeated Team Slater. In the gold uniforms on the visitor's bench. Tonight's officials are Ted Kempfer and Chad Davis. Let's start with your home team, Posa. At forward, right wing, number 23, Avery Cook. Center, number 15, Parker Bendel. Left wing, number 19, Isaac Wheeler. On the D4, left D, number 20, Kyler Paris. Right D, number 17, JT House. Getting the start net tonight for Posa is number 32, Nathan Bowman. And now for your visiting Team Slater. At forward, number 44, Gage Maxfield. At center, number 13, Everett Bozak. At right wing, number 15, Jaden Boomauer. At left D, number 17, Anson Harwood. Right D, number 44, Blake Dawson. Getting the start net tonight for Slater, number 30, John Wood. Have a great day.
And a great game it should be. Hopefully that came over loud and clear over the microphones. But it's Team Slater in the gold unis, 3-0 on the season, taking on Team Posa in the white unis, 1-2 so far. Posa coached by Benito Posa and Chris Slater behind the bench, heading the Team Slater squad. It's game 2 of week 4 of Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns, and we are underway from Kensington Valley Ice House. Ryan Radosevich alongside Merritt Klein, bringing you through all of this evening's action. Centering pass there. That one goes out of harm's way. Taken by Avery Cook. He'll build it forward. Loose at center now picked up by Team Slater. Over the line they go. Team Posa with it. Quick little back and forth action as we get set into this one. And if you missed game 1, there was a goal 26 seconds into the game. I'm sure to say that we're probably not going to have a repeat of that. But here's a break here. It's number 19, Isaac Wheeler, gets the wheels going over the line. Gets away from one, but loses the puck. Now at center. Here comes Team Slater. Shot taken there. Bowman makes the first save of the game. It's loose in front. Good defensive play to get in front of the shot, and Team Posa pushes it out of harm's way. Here's Parker Bendel getting the start at center for his squad. They'll ring it wide. That one's taken back the other way. Team Slater will flip it into the opposite corner. Chasing that one down is Jacob Siekowitz. Herrera taking a shot. That one whisks just wide. Below the goal line, Donahue with it. Donahue spinning, pestered by Anderson. Donahue still with it. He'll stick it down low. Siekowitz will leave it for his teammate. Loose in front, and that one finds the back of the net. So early on into this one, a minute 33, and we got our first goal of the game. Team Slater takes a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Jacob Sinkowitz.
And in this matchup, Team Slater, the team that came out with a win last week, Team Posa, fell to Team Sherry in that really exciting back and forth 11-8 game. So Sinkowitz getting the first one there, and maybe not 26 seconds in, but a minute 30 and still pretty good to start off for the team in the gold sweaters. And it'll be interesting to see how the defense translates in this game. We saw a very great defensive game between Team Miller and Team Sherry, but Team Miller is a team that their defense has really been clicking a lot from the start, and their goaltending. These are two highly offensive teams, a lot of big-time scores in Team Posa and Team Slater. It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out.
Nathan Bowman getting the start between the pipes for Team Posa on your screen right now. And on the other side of the ice, John Ward, number 30, starting between the pipes for Team Slater. As here's Team Slater in the offensive zone. That one skips over to Chippa and into the glove of Bowman, making a save there.
Team Slater really with all the opportunities early. Team Posa hasn't really had any shots in, if not at all. I don't think a single shot has gone in toward John Ward. They haven't really been able to head into their offensive zone too much, so Team Slater in complete control right now.
Unable to win that face-off draw, so it's up to Team Posa to escape their zone. Looks like they can't. They'll turn it over as Dawson pushes it down low. Battle for the puck in the corner. One for the meantime by Laird. Laird able to push it forward to Combs. That one bigged off the board. JT House has that one skip off his stick. He'll turn back to play. Wanzel with it. Can't clear the zone. House back on over to Wanzel. Wanzel now with a lot more open ice. He'll push it to center. A little bit of friendly fire there. Zach Wanzel picks it up once more. Goes D-to-D over to House. House back to Wanzel. They'll snap that one forward to Connor Laird. Laird out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. Over the line he goes. That pass picked off.
And back there you mentioned friendly fire. I don't think it was that. It just looked like Laird and Wheeler teammates running into each other there. So not exactly what you want in the neutral zone. Just a bit of miscommunication.
Hockey's a quick game, and if you're stuck puck watching or if your head is looking to the left and you're not looking where you're skating, some bad things may happen, but luckily it was just a little bit of a friendly bounce. Nobody even went down, and we keep playing here, Michigan Elite Hockey. 3 minutes, 20 seconds gone in the first period. A quick 1-0 lead for Team Slater in the gold, courtesy of Jacob Sinkowitz. Posa in the white unis with the puck right now. They haven't been able to clear out their zone too much. It's pretty much been all Team Slater in the early minutes of period one. As here they come again. That one hammered in by Anderson Harwood. Out of his net to play is Bowman. Far side there. Taken by Cook. That one thrown onto the net of Ward, and I think that's officially his first save of the game. Welcome to the game, John Ward.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's the first puck John Ward's really seen come in towards him. And Team Posa, they're a very high-scoring team, but off to a pretty slow start. But looking at right now, who's on the face-off? Aiden Cook. Aiden Cook, along with Brady Chippa, were the two players in that game last week that had hat tricks. We saw 4 hat tricks overall in Team Sherry's 11-8 win over Team Posa. 2 coming from Team Sherry, and the other 2, Aiden Cook and Brady Chippa. And there was a group of other players with 2 goals also hunting for a hat trick in that game. It was a big battle, high scoring, but right now Team Posa not able to get anything going.
And we're going to have our first power play opportunity of the game. Team Slater goes on the man advantage. First one we've seen between these two squads early on in period one. They're up 1-0. Let's see if they can make it 2 with the man advantage. In the high slot, Herrera's asking for that one. He'll take it. Shot taken through traffic, loose in front. Swept behind the net. Picked up on the forehand. Scrambling is Bowman, but it stays out.
Great eyes there by Bowman to keep track of that puck and put his body on the line to keep it out of the net.
Battle for it in the corner. Herrera picks it up. He goes far side, nobody there from his squad. Avery Cook pushes that one over the line.
And his brother, Aiden Cook, the one sitting, called for slashing. And I mentioned Aiden Cook can be a very high scorer, but he's seen quite a few penalty minutes as we enter into week 4 here. This player known to get a little bit aggressive and have to spend some time sitting.
5 minutes gone in the first period. Team Slater up 1-0, and they're on the man advantage. Here comes Herrera, loses that one on the stick handle over the line. Good play, though. Taken by Donahue for a second. Now back up near the line of some open ice is Dawson. Dawson takes the shot, and that one meets the glove of Bowman. He'll hold on for it. Face-off.
Bowman standing 6'4", very tall goaltender. He's able to see a lot, even with guys out in front of him. Wishing he had that first goal back, but after that, he's made already some really great saves. And again, he's seen all the action. John Ward has seen the puck in his glove once this game, and that was a puck that was kind of trickled in from the neutral zone. Wasn't too difficult of a save for him, so Bowman's been taking the brunt of these shots early.
Power play time trickling down here for Team Slater. Dawson dances around Chippa. Goes in low, cross ice feed that one. Looking for the stick of Jaden Gaber. Couldn't get it. Here's an opportunity for Chippa. He'll throw onto the net of Ward, and Ward will decide to keep play going here as looks like their power play time will be coming to an end. There's a little bit of a clock malfunction, so I can't give you the exact time on the power play that there is, but it should be coming to an end soon. Into the zone, Lipper. He's got teammates. That cross-ice feed tips off a skate. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Penalty has been killed off. Here's Cook. Cook takes a shot. That one glances just wide.
Cook, fresh out of the box, picks up right where he left off last week. I'll have to go back and check to see if I'm right, but I believe he also had 4 goals. He had a hat trick plus 1 more. I'm going to go look at that right now while Ryan keeps calling.
Down below the goal line. He's got some open ice. He'll take it. He'll pause with it, but a good play there defensively by Paris. Kyler Paris banks one off the glass, but it's kept in. Here's a turnover. Ooh, that one played a little bit of a nifty play with the skates there from Garapi. Welcome to the league as well. Brody Garapi from Munising, Michigan, skating with the number 12 for Team Slater in the gold. Down low, working with it for a second, was Bozak. Still below the goal line, centering pass there, finds a couple bodies as it's picked up by Chippa.
And a correction earlier, only 3 goals for Aiden Cook, but he did have a goal in the last 7 seconds of the first period to keep the game tied. So I knew he did something that really stood out to me. Hat tricks starting to be less impressive in this league when you see 4 in a game.
So not quite the 4-goal elite trick. It's just the hat trick. Yes, I'm making it a thing. That's now JT House with it. He'll push it forward towards his teammate. Laird will chase the puck, but it's taken by Giroux instead. Excuse me. That's Anson Harwood. Harwood over center with speed. He'll bank it around the boards. Good press there defensively, and it's taken the other way for Team Posa. Cook trying to feed that one through his legs to his teammate, but he'll get it right back. Battle for it at center. Taken the other way. Back and forth it goes. Harwood will hammer one around the boards. Picked up by Doherty. Doherty over to Cook. Aiden Cook with it. Goes cross ice for Wheeler. Isaac Wheeler over the line. He'll back it up to Laird. 11 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the first period. A 1-0 lead for Team Slater in the gold against Team Posa in the white, looking for their second win on the season as a shot rises up and out of play there from Gage Maxfield.
So Team Posa starting to spend a little more time just inching their way to that zone, but man, Team Slater is just all over the puck tonight. And names you've said a few times, Andon Harwood and Blake Dawson, they've been the best defensive pairing for this Team Slater squad. Not always seeing the most defense out of these teams, but when we are, it's usually Andon Harwood and Blake Dawson that we are talking about for this Team Slater squad.
Donahue with a shot fought off by Bowman. Down low, low angle, skating with it towards the net was Donahue. That one Blasted off the boards by Paris. Here comes Team Posa. They're down 0-1, looking to tie it up, as just going off sides there was a member of Team Posa's squad. So that doesn't help offensively, obviously, as that play is blown dead.
Just a little too much excitement coming there from Team Posa. Looks like that had been Carmen Vogt rushing in to the zone. And this team's starting to find their passes just a little bit more. Now just trying to get more pucks in on net. So we're almost to the halfway point of the first period.
Aiden Cook with it in the corner, gives it back to the point. Paris taking the shot. That one whistles wide. Thrown down low. That'll banana around the boards. Picked up by Lippert. Lippert leaves it for his teammate. That one picked off near center. Anderson with it over the line. He'll drop it back to Cook. Avery Cook with a shot. That one, never mind. It looks like a pass instead. Back up at the line. JT House. He'll send it wide. Avery Cook with it. Cook will throw it down low. Bendel's down there, centering pass. Nobody home. Kept in at the line. Here's a good offensive shift here from Team Posa, but I spoke too soon, as taking it the other way is Lippert. That one taken away from him as he shakes his head, but it's his team still with it as it's flipped down into the zone. Avery Cook, the first one on it for Team Posa, battling against Gaber. Lippert pushes that one against the boards. Rue picking up that loose puck, spinning with it. And it's kept in at the blue line, hammered back home, but nobody deep for Team Slater. Joey Volpe picking it up. Volpe once more gets hit into the boards by Maxfield. Lippert can't pick that one up near the slot. Taken the other way for Team Posa. Bendel will push that one deep, and the forward line for Team Posa will go off in a change. Long shift for them. 9 minutes to go in this one. Here comes Ulmer. As that one's now taken by Team Posa. Cross ice feed dangerously over to Volpe. Volpe loses it. Back up at the line. Skating towards the net, taking a shot. That one off a body. That one skips behind the net of Bowman. Maxfield with it for a second, but loses it. Good pinch, though, by Bozak, as it's taken the other way. Aiden Cook with it. They'll flip it deep over towards the net of Ward. First one on it, a Team Slater skater. Blumauer going against Aiden Cook. He'll win that. Blumauer gives it over to Maxfield. Maxfield skating towards that. Blumauer, one-timer. Chad sends another one off the post. That one stays out.
I love that pass coming, though, from Maxfield. Nice stick work there to make the clean pass over to Blumauer. Good looks and even better saves there from Bowman.
Bowman's looked sharp. Even though he's given up one, he's made a number of saves and kept his team in it early, as that one slapped aside by Harwood. Looks like Bowman got a piece of that with his blockers stretching out. 7 minutes, 45 to play in the first period. 1-0 lead for Team Slater, courtesy of Jacob Sinkowitz, but here comes Team Posa. Brady Chippa with a chance, coming back defensively there. A great play there from Andon Harwood.
Like I said, those big defensive plays, a lot of them coming from that top defensive line, and Andon Harwood there just to poke. Brady Chippa had a hat trick last week. He's a big scorer for this Team Posa squad, and when he's on a breakaway, that's the best thing you can do behind him. Just get your stick in there. Get the poke in and get in his head a little bit so that shot will go wide.
Pressuring there is Aiden Cook. He loses it, taken the other way by number 44, Blake Dawson. Dawson back up to the line it goes. He'll take that puck back, throws it down low. That one bounces off a couple sticks, taken by Aiden Cook. Stretch pass over to Chippa. Chippa pushes the brakes at the line, throws it over to his teammate. Couldn't get anything going there. Was number 43 for Team Posa, Joey Volpe.
Smart move there by Chippa to slow it down. Those defenders from Team Slater knew he was coming fast, so he held it for a second, had some patience, sent it up to Volpe. Volpe just couldn't get the right angle in for that shot.
Here comes Wheeler. Never mind, as it's tried to banked into the zone there from Bendel. offsides, but playing that one was Andrew Combs, and I don't know. I'm kind of on his side there. It seems like he touched up in time. It seemed like the puck was in after him, but the referee always wins that battle. I've found that in hockey. The referee seems to be always right. I never get my way. 6 minutes, 15 on the clock in the first period. Team Slater in the gold uniforms up 1-0 against Team Posa. Here's a chance to tie it, though. Forehand, backhand, and roofing. That one was Isaac Wheeler. We got a tie game at 1.
Wow, Isaac Wheeler. I mean, welcome to Michigan Elite Hockey's first week in here with Team Posa. And that's what you want to see. Parker Bendel getting a really nice pass to him so Wheeler could just bury that one top shelf. And that's the way to answer if you're Team Posa. You go down early, really not getting any offensive momentum, but you got to stick with it. You can't give up, especially this early in the game. And they just kept pushing, looking for those chances into the zone. And as the period progressed, they saw more and more opportunities as they pushed just a little bit more and got rewarded right there in a big way.
So a tie game with 6 minutes to play in the first period. Team Slater in the gold uniforms, 3-0 on the season so far, looking to complete that clean slate in week 4. We are halfway through the Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns season as that one glances off the stick of Bowman. Herrera at the line, decides to not keep that one in as pressuring him was Aiden Cook. Over to Garapy. Brody Garapy from Munising, Michigan. His first week in the league for Michigan Elite Hockey as he loses it. That one to the stick of Cook. He's got Derek Anderson to his right. Cook with it. Through center. Gets himself free and a wicked wrister. Finds the top corner. Aiden Cook takes the lead for his squad 2-1.
Aiden Cook, I mean, said it before, such a high-scoring player for this Team Posa squad. That's when Benito Posa was excited about drafting those Cook brothers. Aiden Cook playing for Flint Powers Catholic, and that one right there, he stayed patient with the puck. He had those passing opportunities, but sometimes in moments like that, you do have to be a little selfish because you know the defense is waiting for those extra passes. They're keeping an eye out. They're staying smart, so when you keep it yourself, fire it from that wide. It was just a beautifully angled shot.
As there's some beautifully angled defense there coming out from Matthew Doherty, picking off that pass. Team Slater was looking to tie that one back up right after Posa taking the lead. We saw that in game 1. There were 2 goals within 30 seconds of each other to tie it up, but ooh, that one slips just wide. Team Slater with a great opportunity here, hemming them into the offensive zone. A good leg pad save there. And Laird able to clean up the garbage out to center.
And that was a really lucky break for Team Posa's. That one was just wide of the post, and I don't think Bowman really saw where that puck was. Had there been a player there, that could have been a goal for Team Slater to take back the lead.
Aiden Cook in the corner, gets pressed to the boards. Bozak battling for it. He'll win that battle, but it glances off the forehand. Laird now battling in the corner against Gage Maxfield. That one slapped over towards the net by Harwood, and seeing that one through some traffic is Nathan Bowman to the crowd's approval here at Kensington Valley Ice House, also known as the Ice Cube at Bigby Brain, some may say.
And Nathan Bowman has done a really good job keeping an eye on that puck. Ever since that first goal from Team Slater, he sharpened up really quickly. I mean, the goal only came a minute 30 in, might have not been quite ready, warmed into the game yet, but he is all over it now, has made some he's made diving saves, seen the puck through traffic. There's been a lot of traffic in front of him, but like I said, that height really helps him out, and he's able to make some elite saves for his team as they now have the lead.
Oh, a big check there. Donahue throwing one onto Parker Bendel. As we have eclipsed the 16-minute mark in period 1, less than 4 to go. Loosened or shot in front, a spinning backhander there by Sienkiewicz as he was looking for goal number 2 for his squad. In the corner now, Sienkiewicz trying to connect with that one, can't do so. Kept inside the zone though, a big keep in there. Here's Voigt. Voigt picking up assists, a number 1 on his team's only goal. He's really battered there in the corner. He's able to get back up, though.
It's the battle of the 22s there. Zach Wanzel versus Carmen Vogt. Just battling it out in the corner.
That one will slip to center, luckily for Team Posa. Here comes Bendel. Bendel puts on the brakes, waits for his team to join him. He'll throw it down low. Aiden Cook with it. Cook pestered there, able to throw it down low to Bendel. Bendel throwing one out front and looking to one-time that one out of the air as that one's sent wide by Wansel. 3 minutes to go in the first period. 2-1 lead for Team Posa. 2 unanswered goals after going down early 1-0.
I liked that last shot there coming from Wansel as that one got sent out to him, and he was quick with the shot, getting that one-timer in, while the defense still a little bit confused there in the slot. That was a really good opportunity. That one went wide, but that's the right idea to have, especially when you're the defender sitting up there on the blue line. When those shots come out to you, fire them as soon as you can. Don't wait. Don't let the defense adjust. Get it in as fast as you can because it's a really good opportunity.
Anderson and Cook trying to tie up Dawson, but he takes that 1-on-2 with ease as he skates through center. Over the line he goes, just barely on sides. Dawson doing it all for his squad as he'll throw it down low. Paris able to push it over to his teammate. JT House skating in his hometown of Brighton, Michigan will snap that one forward. Cook chasing it. He gets it forehand right over the corner of the net.
That was Blake Dawson right there trying to fight Cook, and Cook just so much speed. The stick handling on this young man is phenomenal, and he got it right there. That one just going wide, but...
And speaking of going wide, that backdoor opportunity, Avery Cook had the open passing lane, but it just couldn't get there. 1:35 to go in the first. That one shot towards the net. It tips up and out of play with 1:31 to go. Team Slater in the gold uniforms opened up the scoring early on, courtesy of Jacob Sinkowitz, and it's been 2 unanswered for Team Posa. Isaac Wheeler and Aiden Cook, the goal scorers for the team in the white sweaters. Team Slater winning the draw. Watch out, referee, as that one banks off the high glass right next to his ear. Picked up by Aiden Herrera. Herrera fans on that one. It's taken by Chippa instead. Chippa still with it. Push to the blue line. He'll throw it down low. That one off a couple sticks and push towards center. Just over a minute to go as skating back for that one is Brady Chippa. Hit thrown behind the net. Now it's Boomauer with it. Jaden Boomauer, the 6'3" skater out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, will send it back to the point, and ooh, that could have been a big break there for Team Posa as Boomauer throws it near side. Less than a minute to go in the first period. Here's Bozak. Towards the net he goes, throws a shot onto Bowman, and he saves it.
We're seeing a lot of pushing and shoving there, a lot of physicality coming from these two teams very early in this one, but these are two teams, or Team Posa looking to get back, tie it up, go 2-2, while Team Slater have a lot on their shoulders trying to stay undefeated here in week 4. So some chippiness is definitely going to be coming out for sure, especially since Team Slater been pretty quiet since that first goal. Nathan Bowman really shutting them down.
This one's been a lot of energy, a lot of chippiness. In game 1, we didn't really see these two teams come out with the fire underneath their skates. It was kind of just them feeling each other out game-wise and trying to figure out how much energy they're going to put to the game. But this one between Slater and Posa, it seems like both teams really want this win, and they're going to battle to the end, hopefully. Wheeler gives it off to his teammate. That shot thrown just wide. 15 seconds to play in the first period. Team Posa with 2 unanswered goals and a 2-1 lead, looking to add to it, but a good clear towards center. And with 6 seconds left, I'm assuming that will end the first period as Bendel gives it to his teammate, and the clock will trickle down to 0. So after a quick 1-0 start to the game, courtesy of Jacob Sickowitz and Team Slater, it was Team Posa with 2 unanswered goals, one coming from Isaac Wheeler, and then Aiden Cook with the last goal of the game, assisted by Parker Bendel. And after 20 minutes of play, we sit at 2-2-1.
Ryan, this is looking like it's going to be a really close battle between these two teams once again. John Ward hasn't seen too many pucks in. Still, even with those 2 goals coming in, most of the shots that we're seeing are the ones that are going in, a lot of shots going wide. So John Ward hasn't had nearly as much action as Nathan Bowman. But another part of that is a huge credit to Team Slater's defense. And looks like, again, defenses are clicking. We're getting halfway point. We're seeing more complete teams. At the beginning, it was a lot of offense entirely. And now we're seeing defensive games, more teams just coming together, finding their pace together, and talking with some of the players about it. It's not exactly something that they're discussing. It's just as you begin to play together more and figure out each other's quirks and how you play, it just works out that then you start to click. It all starts to work out, and we're absolutely seeing that here. And even with the new players coming in, the communication you're hearing on the ice has been a lot more than you heard in week one, especially here in Young Guns with these younger players really trying to get used to each other. And they're all, again, 2007, 2008, even some 2009 players. They're young players, most of them just starting their high school careers. And it's a lot to come into a league like this with fast-paced, high-scoring hockey. Everyone's very talented. You're being coached by some amazing coaches. It looks like got distracted there as Charlie Nebus just fell over the boards there to get back onto his bench. But as I was saying, just as weeks go on and these players start to get more used to each other, you really see a more full hockey game, and that's why we're seeing these closer games. And man, it's exciting to watch. The 11-8 games are also always very exciting. Can't complain about seeing 4 hat tricks in one game. That's very exciting hockey, but it's not exactly realistic hockey. You're not going to see an 11-8 game as much in high school, at the college level, OHL, at the level these players are trying to get to. So now you're seeing those complete hockey, and that's where you're really going to see these players grow and develop.
Period 2 underway. Team Posa with a 2-1 lead. Team Posa skating in the white uniforms. Here they go on the offense against Team Slater in the gold. That one bounces over the heads of a couple into the corner. Battling for possession of the puck was Bozak. Bozak still chasing it as Garapi will backhand one over to him. Bozak escapes his zone. Has that one picked off at center. Here comes Team Posa. Number 48 Combs with it. That one off the pad of Ward and wide. Seems like the ice may be a little bit slanted in favor of the right side, if we had to say so, as the goaltenders on the right side of the ice have had the brunt of the shots. As here comes Bendel, and he finds the low blocker side. What a shot there from Parker Bendel, sneaking that one in right against the post, and it's Team Posa taking a 3-1 lead.
And once again, that's another costly turnover there from Team Slater right on the blue line. Parker Bendel able just to poke check that one away, go right in the slot, go 1v1 with John Ward, and he's able to bury it. A nice shot right into the side of the net. Bendel had the assist earlier, now picks up a goal, and Team Posa fell down early, had no time on the ice until about the second half of that first period, and now it is all white jerseys on the ice. They are cooking.
Team Slater, let's see if they could answer. Giroux circling back in his own zone. He's got the open ice, he'll take it. Caden Giroux out of Howell, Michigan, skating for the Brighton Bulldogs high school squad. This is their home arena, so we'll see if it gives them a little bit of an edge. Into the corner it goes. Giroux will spin one over to his defensive pair. That one snapped forward. Maxfield, the recipient. Here he goes. Maxfield with a breakaway opportunity onto Bowman. Maxfield gets him to bite, but Bowman flashes out that right leg and makes the save.
Ever since allowing that first goal, Nathan Bowman has just been a wall for this squad, and Team Posa's defense really helping him in, where John Ward still maybe get him warmed up. Bowman was seeing a lot of shots early. It got him right into this game where Ward was pretty still for the first 10 minutes of this one, and the Team Slater defense maybe not clicking as much. Haven't seen them help out their goalie too much, and have had some costly turnovers that have led to some Team Posa goals and big opportunities.
Nathan Bowman, 6'4", 190, skating for a Big B AAA on your screen currently. That's a big size for a goaltender, and he's been showing off the skill today. Here comes number 43, Volpe. That centering pass doesn't connect with anybody, as Lippert will backhand one over, and it finds center. Anderson skating back for it. Another Brighton, Michigan native skating for the Brighton Bulldogs, as Herrera will pick it up for his squad. Aiden Herrera puts on the brakes, goes D to D. Taken by Giroux. Giroux gains the red line, throws it down low. JT House on it. 17 minutes to play in the second period. 3 unanswered goals for Team Posa. Anderson spinning that one over to Cook. Cook finds his brother, Avery Cook, over the line. Here come the Cook brothers. Aiden with it currently. Pestered there, and he'll spill to the ice as Harwood was right on his back. That went into the skates of Anderson. Now Harwood with it for a second. But it's getting a little bit chippy between him and Cook as they're jostling in the corner.
And a good play just back there by Carmen Vogt defensively to get out in front of Team Posa's shooters and just kind of stop them a little bit. Even just being a presence there can slow offense down.
Bozak with it. Low angle shot, but it gives up a rebound and pushed out of harm's way. Bozak in the corner. Unable to escape Aiden Cook. JT House playing with it for a second, flipping a backhander. That one's taken the other way. Batting on that one was Ulmer. Low angle shot taken. Meets a body. As that one is flipped up off the high glass, here comes Brady Chippa, loses it before he could gain it. Ulmer over the line. Throws one towards the net. That banks off a body. Taken by Boomauer. Boomauer changes directions. Back up to the point for Dawson. The Boomauer takes a shot. That one's saved by Bowman. Garapi with it now. Working below the goal line. He'll backhand one over. Nobody home for Team Slater. Baked off the boards and a big clear there. Now at center, Dawson with it. He's going to push it right over the line once more. I say that, I'm corrected, as now it's flipped into the far zone. 5 minutes gone in the second period. As here's a chance for Chippa. Chippa 2-on-0. Looking down the goal. He passes it back to Chippa, but he's below the goal line when the shot's taken. And oh my goodness, maybe one pass too many there, as coming onto the ice and joining Chippa was number 19, Wheeler, and maybe Wheeler should have been the one taking the shot there.
Yeah, I think Wheeler, I appreciate sometimes that you try to be unselfish and you don't want to be the one to take the shot. You want to help your teammate get the glory. But there, Wheeler should have been taking that shot, absolutely. Yes, he already has a goal on the day. Chippa doesn't, but knowing Brady Chippa, he's going to get plenty of opportunities, and he set up Wheeler perfectly. So to take that extra pass when Chippa, who has a lot of speed, was going to be far past the goal line, too much on that one. I think Wheeler absolutely should have been shooting it.
And we're going to have a penalty called behind the play. Brady Chippa, at number 47 for Team Slater, was tied up there. Excuse me, yeah. Number 47, Jacob Sinkowitz, a goal scorer. So I would assume both of them might go here.
No, Sinkowitz still on the ice, and I saw that off the face-off. It looks like Sinkowitz kind of got in Chippa's way, pushed him down, because looking over off that face-off, Chippa flat on his back, so I don't think Brady Chippa too happy with that one. A little aggression coming off that. Refs see it, they don't like it. Gonna put you in the box.
This one's getting chippy, that's for sure. As here's a power play opportunity for Team Slater.
This could be big for Team Slater. They started with all the momentum, now have really lost it, haven't been able to get too many shots, and of course really been shut down by Nathan Bowman. He's been playing outstanding. So this could be a big shift in momentum if they can get a goal in here.
Maxfield walks in, takes a shot. That one glances wide. That one thrown on towards the net. And into the glove of Bowman it goes. Number 17, Andon Harwood with that shot.
It's going to be interesting to see as we're at 13:56. We'll take our break under that 10-minute mark. And coming back, Carson Balo most likely will be going into the net for Team Posa. Also another outstanding goaltender, but wow, with the way Nathan Bowman's been playing, he's really shutting down this very offensive Team Slater squad.
Trevor Ulmer with a shot. That one's seen all the way by Bowman, but they can't clear. Slapper from the far side goes wide. Ulmer picking it up on his forehand. A minute to play on the man advantage for Team Slater. Here's Gabor with it. That pass eventually gets into Team Slater's possession. That shot goes just wide. Ulmer sends that one off a body. It squibs over to center, and he's able to backtrack for it. Herrera battling his way through center, gives it off to Ulmer. Ulmer going against his 43 counterpart of Volpe as that one's flipped over towards the front of the net and pushed out of harm's way. Bendel able to clear it down the ice. No icing because of the man advantage. Herrera down low, pestered by Volpe. Volpe shorthanded with a chance here, gives it off to Bendel. That one off a leg. Lippert will pick it up. Time dwindling down on the man advantage for Team Slater. Only 3 seconds remaining on it, so they will not get another opportunity on the man advantage, going 0-1. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Over the line goes Voigt. Offsides here is Team Slater. They'll touch up, and the referee will stop play with 12:27 to go. It's Team Posa up 3-1 in the second period. Team Slater, they were the ones that started off the scoring. Jacob Sinkowitz, the only goal for his squad in this one, as it's been, I don't want to say all Team Posa since, but the goal scoring has been all Team Posa, 3 unanswered, and we sit at 3-1.
You don't want to say it's been all Team Posa since, but Team Slater, they've had a few opportunities here and there, but not nearly as many as Team Posa. And again, huge credit to Bowman and a huge credit to the defense for Team Posa. They're really shining today, where the defense for Team Slater isn't quite where they want it to be. Harwood and Dawson have made some great plays. Herrera with a few, but you haven't seen just as many strong defensive plays coming from Team Slater.
Centering pass there, dangerous out in front, and Bowman able to stretch out and make the save. As there was the defense there from Posa that's been stellar, but we've seen all throughout the weeks of Michigan Elite Hockey, all it takes is one good centering pass and a defender not watching his man, and that could be a goal, as they exactly tried that play from down low, tried to center it right on front of the crease. It did, but good play there from Nathan Bowman, the goaltender out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, for Team Posa, making the save.
And Team Slater, not a team that's going to be counted out. Like we said, they're undefeated, and we have seen lots of comebacks here in 4 weeks of Michigan Elite Hockey. A 3-1 comeback is not at all out of the question. It's just going to be the speed that Team Slater shows versus the defensive play of Team Posa. The defensive play has been well. If Team Slater can pick that up a little more, look for some key opportunities. But again, as Team Posa learns their defense, Team Slater is learning it too. They're going to see how this defense plays, and I'm sure they'll have some conversations with each other when we get into the under 10 break.
Aiden Cook breaking over the line. He'll put that one between the legs of the defenseman and into the legs of John Ward it goes. As man, Aiden Cook is picking some fights out there. Maybe that was a little bit of a friendly one. But this game has got chippy. I'd say the most emotions I've seen in Michigan Elite Hockey here in week 4. Definitely with the young guns, as there's been a penalty called because of a little bit of some antics off the face-off. It's been a little bit chippy, and I kind of like it. I like the fact that the emotions are really getting into this game. It's a fun summer league to really improve on your skills, get to meet some new people, and get some eyes on you, but it's been fun.
You talk about the aggression. We see a lot of it coming from Cook and Bendel for Team Posa against Harwood and Dawson. They're all teammates at Flip Powers Catholic, so part of it's going to be chippiness. Part of it's just that friendly rivalry. You're playing your teammate, and you want to beat your teammate. You want to get those bragging rights, especially with 2 defensemen that have been playing so well versus 2 top-tier scorers.
You know that if one scores against another on defense, they'll be playing together at practice going like, remember when I W'd you in the Michigan Elite Hockey League? And the other guy's just going to be like, oh, man, I wish I never let you do that. So you love to see the friendly rivalry here as that one glances off the stick of Ward. Back at the line, Volpe will bank it off the boards. Shippa trying to take a little bit of a pitchfork at it. It goes below the goal line. Over to Wansel. Wansel recollects it, throws it down low to the corner. Laird taking a couple hits there from the defenseman on it. Laird pestered by Harwood, able to get around him, but looks like we're going to have a holding call onto Harwood as Laird couldn't get around him cleanly. And with under 10 minutes to play, 9 minutes 34 on the clock specifically, we're going to go ahead and take a break. So it will be Team Posa up 3-1 going to the man advantage. After we come out of this halftime break, it's 3-1 for Team Posa, and we'll be back. Team Posa, and we've got Marin Klein standing ringside with Parker Bendel for a halftime interview. Marin, take it away.
Thanks so much, Ryan. I'm here with Parker Bendel from Team Posa. You guys started behind, now up 3-1, but this is a bit more low scoring than we usually see Michigan Elite hockey games, a bit more defensively minded in this game. Has it kind of changed for you guys on the ice? If you feel like the pace has been a bit different than previous games?
Yeah, coach wanted us to run a 2-1 forecheck, so the team, we got a good forecheck going now, and because of that, we're up 3-1.
Yeah, and this team, Slater team, though, they're undefeated. They're not going to go down without a fight. So what have you guys kind of been discussing going into the second half of the game to kind of keep things rolling?
We got to you got to win the blue lines to win a game, so we're just focused on chipping it out and no turnovers.
Puck is dropped, so I won't keep you anymore, Parker. Thank you so much. Back up to you in the booth, Ryan.
Thank you for that, Marin, and back into play we go. It's a power play advantage for Team Posa. But Team Slater, the ones with the puck, and they'll send it down the ice. Team Slater jumped out to a 1-0 lead in this one, and it's been 3 unanswered for Team Posa. But here's a great opportunity. Actually, I would say a great opportunity for Team Slater, but no, it's a great opportunity for Team Posa to go up 3 goals as they got a man advantage for another minute 20. Good job, though, early on by Team Slater to make sure that they don't even get in the offensive zone. As here comes Cook, a good poke check there from Bozak, gets it away from him. And at center, yet another great play by Team Slater. Here comes Bozak as Marin Klein is running her way back over. After that interview, a shorthanded chance goes just wide, and we got 2 new goaltenders in net for both squads. Nathan Bowman's evening will be done. It's Carson Balo in net for Team Posa, and then Team Slater with a new goaltender. John Ward's night is done. It looks like Charlie Nebis will stand in between the posts as Marin. Welcome back, and a big save there by Nebis.
Thank you. That one, don't think you should have timed that one because I did get stuck behind the Zamboni, so took me a little longer to get back over here and had to cut that interview a little short. I looked over and they were dropping the puck, so I'm not going to keep Bendel from his game at all, but good to hear from him about Team Posa's game plan. Again, more defensively minded, looking for that forecheck, and that's big for this team, and you know that they're thinking about those things going into these games, especially against, ignore me out of breath, but especially against Team Slater. And Parker did mention that they know this team, very offensively sound team, and it's just keep doing what you're doing, focus on your game, and the way they've been playing, they're absolutely shutting down this undefeated Team Slater squad.
And speaking of shutting down, Team Slater has completely shut down the first man advantage that Team Posa has had. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. There was pretty much, there was one chance there. Nebis made one save fresh into the game, but other than that, Team Slater killed that penalty off with ease. So here's an opportunity there from Voigt. He's already got an assist looking for a goal, but it's stopped. 7 minutes, 14 to play. We do have a halftime intermission, so if you're wondering where did time go in the second period, we just had a pause at around the 9-minute mark, and we're back into play here as here comes Donahue over the line, sends that one just wide. Theodore Donahue chasing the puck, but it's taken the other way by Wheeler. Wheeler breaks free in alone. Oh my God, the speed, but couldn't get the shot onto the net as he got Nebis to bite on that move.
Wheeler just not quick enough switching to that backhand, or he would have had, honestly, what could have been a beautiful goal. He switched that backhand. That was going in for sure. He was just coming too much speed, and his hands didn't go in time.
Oh my goodness, I think that one snuck past Balo, but hit off the post, and here comes Chippa.
You see Balo give a stick tap to the post saying thank you, because that one saved him, got right past Balo.
Centering pass here. Cook with it, he'll backhand one over to his teammate Wheeler. Wheeler with a goal already, he'll throw it down low, Chippa chasing. Chippa throwing a cross check into the helmet there. That was a unorthodox kind of play as the person he was going against maybe leaned down, but Chippa still throwing a cross check right into his helmet.
So Chippa's second cross-checking penalty of the night. He will head right back to the boxes. Second, and this is usually a top scorer, so not someone you want to see taking those penalties. And again, you have the lead now, but you don't want to keep giving Team Slater the opportunity to go on power play.
Eventually, Team Slater will get another goal in this one. Their first goal came a minute and 27 into the game, courtesy of Sinkowitz. And here they come on the man advantage. Or never mind, it's not a man advantage. I swear it was a little cross check to the head there, but no, we got 5 skaters on the side as that one is snatched out of the air by Balo. Welcome to the game, young man. That's a nifty little glove save there to keep his team up 2 goals.
Yeah, good eyes on that puck from Balo, and yeah, we thought we were gonna. Hey, we saw the delayed penalty.
Oh yeah.
I think the refs just wanted to mess with us. Chippa did get sent to the box, but they said we're just gonna keep playing 5v5. We've seen a few of those here at Michigan Elite Hockey. It's kind of up to the refs, I think, honestly. They don't really tell us how they're thinking, but we've seen a few that the player will head to the bench, sit 2 minutes, but will stay 5v5. Could not tell you when it differs when we have a power play and when we have 5v5, but it looks like we are going to have 5v5 right now.
Some unorthodox yet still very fun high-flying action here in Michigan Elite Hockey. Ryan Radosevich joined alongside Maren Clyde. We're glad you're joining us here for Game 2 of Week 4. We're pretty much halfway through the season for Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns, and tomorrow will be Michigan Elite Hockey Junior Prospects. As that one, Bozak finds his teammate in front, and no chance there for Balo, as there comes the first goal by Team Slater since a minute 23 into the game. They cut the lead down to 1.
And that was a really costly turnover there from Laird. He was trying to get it out of the zone, and Bozak's able just to keep it on his stick and get that one over. It looks like that was Brody Garapi going to get his first goal of Michigan Elite Hockey.
In his first game of Michigan Elite Hockey, too. Welcome to the league, young man. He gets his team within 1 goal as here comes Bendel. Bendel's already got a goal for his squad, loses that one, though. Giroux will backhand one down low, picked up by Ulmer. Ulmer banks that one quickly off the boards. This trickles all the way down the ice. Balo out to play, no icing. Ooh, dangerously crosses that one over to Volpe. Here comes Maxfield with it now. 5 minutes to go in the second period. His team trails by 1. Maxfield, high slot shot taken, that one wide. Picked up by Donahue. Donahue working down low. Donahue still with it, throws one towards center, banks off a stick. That backhander, oh my goodness. Surprising goal there from Sinkowitz, and we are tied at 3. Balo probably wasn't ready for that, and it trickled right past him.
No, Balo wasn't ready for that one at all. And Sinkowitz, oh my goodness, that was nasty. Behind the back, goes backhand and buries that one in the back of the net. Nice pass over to Sinkowitz from Donahue just behind the net, was able to tip it up to his teammate. And Sinkowitz, his second of the night, was an absolute beauty, and was just about to say that Team Posa really going to be regretting that turnover they had that led to Garapi's goal. Now it's all tied up, and again, it wasn't too big of a gap. This is one they could come up with, so Team Posa, they had some conversation about how they wanted to play going into this one, and they really executed it well in the second half of the first period and the first half of the second period. Had to get through my thoughts to get through that one there. Bit of a tongue twister,
yeah.
But now Team Slater really finding that momentum, and this is an undefeated team. They weren't going to go down without a fight. It's just like Parker Bendel said, it's going to be all about playing your game. But that applies to both teams, and the communication on the ice with Team Slater has been great. And again, had that defensive zone turnover not happened for Team Posa, they might have stopped that last goal. That's going to be one that they're going to want back, and they're going to start firing to try to get their lead back.
They're looking to get that goal back here. Tied up at 3. It was Team Slater in the goal with about 35 minutes of play without a goal. And then in about a minute, they score 2 to tie it up. That's how quickly things can flip here in Michigan Elite Hockey, as that one flips up and out of play with just under 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Team Posa currently 1-2 on the season. Like we said, Slater undefeated. They're not going to go down without a fight. And just like that, they were down 3-1, and they're tied up at 3.
Also, I think I finally found an explanation on that last one. As Chippa was called for cross-checking, it looks like Aiden Herrera was also called for cross-checking. So that is why we kept it at 5v5. It wasn't random. We just didn't see Herrera going off as well, folks. So
that is weird, though, because I did have a conversation with Headman here at Michigan Elite Hockey, and he said that if they're offsetting penalties, he'll try to try to make it 4-on-4, just make it a little bit interesting, open up the ice, give them a different opportunity to 5-on-5, but instead, no, 5-on-5. That's okay. Loose chance in front. Oh my goodness, a great opportunity there, but closing the door was Nebis out in front. Connor Laird was staring down him, got the feed from below, and could not get it past.
Yeah, really good to see how both these goaltenders, both Charlie Nebis and Carson Balo, coming into this one. And just, it's hard to come into these games as a goalie, especially with two competitive teams already warmed up. We've talked about it a lot, and if you've been tuning in every week, you've heard us talk about it probably every game, because it is really important in these ones, and it's great to see how both these goaltenders have adjusted.
Garapi with a chance of being save, and it stays out. Balo made the initial save. It almost slipped past him, but he kept it out as the net is off its hinges. What a big save there. It looked like it was sitting on the line for a second, but the swarming Balo makes the save and keeps this one tied up.
And these are the moments that I wish there was instant replay, because it looks like Team Slater saying that one crossed the line. And for a quick second, I thought it did. Before the goal went off the hinges, it looked like it crossed the line. Balo didn't quite have a stick on it. From the angle I had, that is what I saw. It looks like Chris Slater saw that too. But we're going to say no goal. But if that wasn't a goal, what a save. And if that was, again, we don't have instant replay. We're going to trust the ref's eyes. They're calling it no goal. And again, I didn't see when the net exactly got hit off. I'm just saying it from up here in the booth, but I'm just a silly old broadcaster. So we're going to trust the refs a little bit more, most likely.
We need to get the binoculars out for that one.
But that was a close one. And I was saying these goaltenders coming right into it, adjusting well. And Carson Balo proves it right there with, wow, what a save there. And I think a little bit of luck with that net coming off to have a stoppage, because he might not have fully had a grasp on that one.
Here comes Team Posa. Bendel over the line. Met by 2, and he'll take a body into the boards. Volpe near side. He'll pick it up. Quick shot thrown on net. Fought off by the blocker. Rebound loose in front. Pushed back to the line. Shot taken off a body.
Good job by Herrera just to be there in front of the net, and he blocked that one off of his back. And don't think it was even necessarily intentional, but when you're a defenseman, you're able to station yourself there. You're going to be getting those pucks and helping your goaltender out a little bit more.
A minute 42 to go in the second period. What was a 3-1 game for Team Posa quickly escapes them. It's now 3-3. Maxfield behind the net for Team Slater. Great centering pass. Here's a shot. That one rides up and out of play off a stick. Donahue looking to take the lead, or I should say reclaim the lead, because Team Slater opened up the scoring 1-0 early on.
So now sitting at a tie, we saw those 2 quick goals coming from Team Slater, but after that, now the game tied, and it's been fairly even. I think both teams have had some good opportunities. Team Slater just a little bit more than Team Posa, but not by much. And it's starting to kind of feel like a repeat of the game we had earlier between Team Sherry and Team Miller that went into overtime. We're going to see how this one goes, because it's competitive for sure.
Oh, what a great game one. Tied up late, went into overtime. Team Miller picks up their first win of the season, courtesy of Alex Green. 5-4 in overtime. And this one tied up at 3, looking kind of like the same script, but both games very, very close, very high pace. And this one's getting even chippier than the first one, as we see a little bit of a body check thrown in the corner for the battle of the puck.
And with that last game, I don't know if I would even say tied up late, because every time Team Sherry went to take the lead.
Here comes Maxfield with a chance, and he sneaks it past Balo. What a move in tight there. And Team Slater, for the first time since it was 1-0, reclaims the lead. What a move there, and what a goal.
And
Max,
Team
ahead.
Posa is going to have to sit and think. They took their feet off the gas a little bit here coming back from this break. And, talking with Parker Bendel, they were on a power play, and they all knew what they needed to do, but it wasn't as well executed. And Team Slater, they're undefeated. They know how to win games together. They've been doing it so far early in these weeks. And again, Michigan Elite Hockey, you can't keep an undefeated streak forever, especially with all these talented teams and skaters on the ice. But Team Posa took their foot off the gas a little bit.
And Team Posa putting their foot right back on the gas. About 16 seconds after Team Slater reclaims the lead, we are back up, knotted at 4. A great play. And looks like Bendel picking up the assist there. Was it
Bendel with
Bendel
the
to
assist
Wheeler?
on Wheeler. So
There we go.
Wheeler getting his second of the night. So welcome into Michigan Elite Hockey, Isaac Wheeler. And now it really is a carbon copy of the last game, because just before that Slater goal was scored, I was saying how anytime one team would take the lead, the other one would answer back with just a few seconds. Team Sherry would score, and then Team Miller, one time 30 seconds, next time 8 seconds after they scored. So Team Slater and Team Posa, I think this is going to be another neck-and-neck one, Ryan. The second one goes, one answer. So it's one of those games where I don't think you can just easily say, oh, the next goal is going to win it, because these teams just want to go so back and forth.
25 seconds remaining in this one. We are back up tied at 4. Good play at the blue line for Team Posa. Here comes Laird. Laird takes a shot. That one into the elbow. Looks like he was able to squeeze that one and make the save. There was Charlie Nebis, as that one could have easily trickled by him, but he squeezes it.
And that was a lucky one there for Nebis. He was looking around for that puck. I don't think he necessarily saw it. Got it right in the elbow, and a lucky save.
He was making sure that I'm surprised he didn't look behind him, because when you close that chicken wing on the puck, sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't as a goalie. And since he was kind of looking around, maybe he didn't feel it. As we got 4 seconds remaining here in the second period. Here's a shot for Cook, and oh my goodness, lights the laptop corner where Mama keeps the cookies. Aiden Cook with his second goal of the game. 1.4 remaining in the second period, and Team Posa reclaims the lead. Oh my goodness.
Aiden Cook. Wow, that's what you need. And he did an identical thing just last week as the game was tied up. He took the lead for his team in the last seven seconds. So now in the last second, he'll get that one. Oh my gosh, Aiden Cook. These players, for each team, there's always just, I think all these players are incredibly talented, but there's always some that just make plays like that. And the hockey IQ is just so high to be at that perfect angle, get the shot, and he's not getting those shots up close. Both Cook's goals tonight came from the blue line, top of the circle. They're further up, and the accuracy on these shots we're seeing is phenomenal from both teams. And Team Posa may have taken their foot off the gas a little bit. Those 2 goals from Team Slater was a quick wake-up call, and they got right back to their game. And Ryan, wow, are we having quite a day full of these phenomenal games. And again, they're lower scoring, but honestly a bit more exciting, because you just see the competitiveness. You see, again, like I said, in our break between the first and second period, you see a full hockey team coming together. The defense is clicking, the offense is clicking, the goaltenders are seeing what they need to see, and it's creating these really exciting high-level games that's more emulating something that these players would see in other junior leagues, other high school leagues. Even if they get to the college level, this is something that you're going to see. And so, while high-scoring games are very fun, seeing 4 hat tricks in a game is really fun. It's not normal hockey. You're not normally seeing things like that. So games like these just make it all that more exciting, not only for us to watch these really close games. Sure, high-scoring games are fun, but sometimes they're blowouts, and it's just one team absolutely dominating the other. These games that are so evenly matched are just so much fun to watch, and I think also just, again, like I said, great growth for these players, because it's more of a, I wouldn't want to say real life simulation, because this is real life, but real hockey. This is what you'd be seeing if you want to get up to the bigger leagues that these players are trying to get to.
Third period underway, a fresh 20 on the clock, and Team Posa barely claiming that lead with 1.4 seconds remaining in that last period. It's now 5-4 for them. They were up 3-1. Team Slater came back with 3 of their own, tied it up at 4, and Aiden Cook with 2 goals, looking for a third right here, was able to snatch back the lead in the last second of the second period. We're glad you're joining us here for Michigan Elite Hockey, as here's a turnover. Bozak with the shot, and Balo coming out of the net, trying to get back in time, slips a little bit too far, and it's Team Slater tying it back up at 5.
Oh, and you saw the devastation there from Balo. He was trying to play it outside of his net. A costly turnover there from Team Posa. We saw a few Costly turnovers for Team Slater. Now they're going to get it the other way and get rewarded there. A completely open look for Everett Bozak to just absolutely bury that one. And you can see the disappointment on everyone on Team Posa. That is not a goal you want to let in, especially after taking the lead the way you just did in the last second of the second period. That has got to sting, but that turnover, that's going to haunt you. There's nothing you can do about that. That's on you. You can't turn over the puck like that, especially when your goaltender's not set up for it.
You wanted high scoring. We got you. 4 goals in the last 2 minutes of this game, splitting between the second and third period. We're back deadlocked at 5. Team Slater in the gold unis with the puck right now, and a little bit of a tripping call behind the play. So it looks like, if my eyes are correct, Team Slater getting a man in the box, and Team Posa going back on the man advantage. They are 0-1 for the day, looking to go 1-2.
Jaden Boomauer heading to the box for Team Slater. So now Team Posa, after letting in a bit of a heartbreaking goal for them, they're going to get a chance on the man advantage, a high-scoring squad, see what they can do. Haven't seen any power play goals yet, and we've seen a decent amount of penalties in this one. Again, those defense are clicking, the penalty kill getting stronger, but we'll see.
As that shot by Volpe sounded like it hit off the paddle of Nebus as that one tips up and out of play. So 18:34 to go in the third period. Tie game, but a man advantage for Team Posa, as that's a big clear there from Theodore Donahue. But chasing down the ice, winning that fight is Maxfield. Maxfield with speed. Maxfield in, and Maxfield gets the short-handed goal. Team Slater with a 6-5 lead. What a play.
And before Maxfield was even skating behind that net, you saw Balo just drop his head. He knew that one had gotten past him. You saw him checking his pads, trying to practice. These have got to sting if you're Carson Balo, especially seeing the way that Nathan Bowman played. Balo came in starting really strong and just a few tough breaks. Again, not all his fault. Some of them were some costly turnovers by his team. That's got to hurt. But when you go in the man advantage in a game that is tight as this one, the last thing you want to do is give up a shorthanded goal. And a huge credit to Gage Maxfield. He had a lot of speed out skating Team Posa, getting up there in front and making sure he was able to sink that one, trick out Balo.
Still with the man advantage is Team Posa. JT House with it. That shot goes off the stick up into the Raptors. So with a minute and 12, 11 to, wait, stop the clock. We need this power play tip. There we go. A minute and 9 officially, sadly, is a little bit of seconds ticked off on that power play here.
And Maxfield, who just got the goal, great job getting his stick up to tip House's shot up into the rafters. House has been known to score from that blue line. Oh, that's unfortunate for Doherty.
Here comes Team Slater, looking to get 2 short-handed, which you can't say often. Down low, taking the shot. That one fought off by Balo. Rebound in front, kick saved by Balo. Isaac Wheeler over the line. Rose on far side, nobody there. Aiden Cook with 2 goals on the evening. Throws it over to House. House with all the open space in the world into the glove of Nebus. It's still loose. Nebus covers it up. We'll have a face-off to his side.
And it looks like Doherty, and I believe it was Carmen Vogt for Team Slater, got tangled up back in the corner. Doherty frustrated with turning over that puck right on the blue line, and they were held up for a while. A little shove in there from Doherty. Vogt was pretty unhappy as the ref was standing right in front of him for no call. So we'll play on, and wow, JT House, he's just having fun firing from the top of that circle.
They're giving House the open ice, and he says, hey, I'll take it. It's not a bad shot at all to take, but an even quicker glove there from Nebus, who's able to see it all the way and snatch it out of the air. 30 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Doherty pushes one over to House. House battling for it. He'll take a spill. Taken by Cook. Avery Cook with it below the goal line. That pass picked off. 15 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Team Posa, as Team Slater will able to bank it towards center. House backtracking for the puck. Doherty going off in a change, and the 3 seconds remaining on the power play will come to an end. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here comes Brady Chippa over the line. He'll spin one back to Cook. Cook takes the shot, and Nebus able to swallow it.
So no power play goals there for Team Posa, but a shorthanded goal for Team Slater, not something white jerseys want to see. And now 6-5, and said before, whoever scored the game that broke the tie could be the winner. And we saw so many back and forth answers, but if Team Posa struggles to answer here and lets Team Slater hold on to this lead, Team Slater is not going to slow down. And again, they're looking to stay undefeated. They're not giving up without a fight at all. Now that they have the lead, they're going to fight hard to make sure that they don't lose it.
Picked up at center by Team Posa. Chippa with it. He'll send it back into his own zone. That pass going a little bit too far there. Sent down the length of the ice. Belo plays it off to Volpe. 16 minutes remaining in the third period. Team Slater with a 6-5 lead in this one. Here comes Team Posa. Over the line they go. Met right after he crossed it. A good defensive play there by Maxfield stepping up. That pass picked off at center. Aiden Cook wanted to get into the offensive zone, but would have been offside, so he'll circle back and lose it. Maxfield can't catch up to that one in time. Picking that one up is Donahue. Donahue weaves his way through one, takes a shot just over the net. Picks up his own rebound. Donahue will back it into the corner. Nobody home for his squad. Aiden Cook out of Flushing, Michigan, will give it off to his brother Avery. That pass picked off. Maxfield looking for another goal. That one banks behind the net. Donahue over to Maxfield. He's got his head up. Pivots. Down low to Donahue. Donahue, that pass off a stick, and it'll trickle over to center.
The forecheck of Team Slater is really picked up. They've done a great job at getting it back from Team Posa. They're in the offensive zone and keep firing shots in the net, and that's been a huge part of their success going into this third period, getting them back the lead, the forecheck, and their ability to just keep firing on Carson Belo, even when losing the puck for a moment, has been outstanding.
Back into play. Here comes Garapi. I'll throw one to the near side corner. Boomauer winning the race to the puck. Boomauer banks it off the boards. Bozak taking a body into the boards. Garapi with it. Gingerly plays that over to his teammate. Able to get it back there was Bozak. Team Slater in their own zone. They'll bank it off the boards, and Wansel will push it down low. Nobody in on the forecheck for Team Posa's. Here comes Team Slater. In the gold uniforms across the red line they go. Harwood will send it in. Far side corner. Back the other way. Team Posa over the line. Aiden Cook with 2 goals on the evening. Looking for his third as he'll backhand one down low. Centering pass picked off by Harwood. Garapi with it. He'll slow play down and spin away from Anderson. That one escapes his own, just barely. A nifty little play to lift the stick, but it couldn't spring himself free. Here comes Laird. Connor Laird with it, stick handling that shot off a body.
Good job back there by Doherty. He was about to go off for a change, but was able to beat out Bozak and just poke the puck right back over the blue line and prevent a breakaway.
Boomauer can't connect with his teammate. It's picked off by Chippa. Chippa over the line. Oh, rings one right off the post. And the rebound in front couldn't be buried. Brady Chippa has had opportunity after opportunity in this one. And he rings one off the post looking for his first goal of the evening.
You saw him tapping the stick there, talking with his teammates. Chippa is hungry to get one into the back of the net. And that unlucky there just hit right off the post. I thought that one was going right in. You heard it. You know Chippa's going to continue to keep firing as he does right there.
Save made, though, and pushed out of the harm's way, but no clear. Here's Bendel with it. Spinning shot. Fans on that one. Picked up by Cameron Lippert out of Dexter, Michigan. He'll build it to center. Loses it, though. It's back the other way for Bendel, and just offsides, says the referee. So play will stop with 12 minutes 40 to go. And boy, was it a crazy high scoring end of the second and beginning of the third, but we've kind of settled around this 6-5 score in favor of the gold uniforms of Team Slater.
You know, it's funny to think about. We say high scoring, and in my mind at least, I'm like, oh, it's a 6-5 game. That's pretty low. That's a high scoring hockey game. But we're so used to seeing 12, 13 goals coming from just one team. We've just seen so many, but especially in those last few minutes of the second, beginning of this third, we just saw, I think, the most goals consecutively than we've seen all day between all four teams that have played.
We've seen a 19-goal game, a 26-goal game in the Junior Prospects League. It's a high-scoring league, but you got to appreciate when a game, even though it's, I guess you could say mid-scoring in this, is as tight as it is. JT House with a seeing eye shot. That one meets the glove of Nebus, and he'll hold on to it to make the save with 12:04 to go.
JT House is having a lot of fun shooting from that Made in Michigan hockey logo just on the top of the right circle, and John Ward sees him, or excuse me, Charlie Nebus sees him, wrong goaltender there for Team Slater, but Charlie Nebus sees what House is trying to do, and he's not going to let him get one easily from that spot.
Connor Laird battling for possession. It's swept against the end boards. Now picked up by Doherty, and that net is definitely off its hinges there.
Looks like Avery Cook hit it, and nothing was called, so Nebus, maybe a little bit petty, just shoved it himself. Wanted the refs to know, hey, that's off. Time to blow the whistle.
I'm a fan of goalies doing interesting things. That reminds me of Yaroslav Askarov. One time he was complaining to the refs, didn't get any stoppage of play, so he literally just pulled down the net and said, okay, now we're going to stop the play. So a little bit of Askarov-esque there was Nebus, or excuse me, Nebus.
Got to be a little petty sometimes,
Oh,
and he definitely made a show of that one with the shove. If you heard me laugh right when I did it, that was what I was watching, if you heard that.
Team Posa looking to tie it back up. House with another shot. That one tips down low and trickles just wide.
House almost got it from that spot there, and it looks like the goal came off once again, and the ref's just going to go over to fix it himself. Definitely having some issues with Nebus's net.
Oh, yeah, it's still a little bit off, but they're saying play on here at Kensington Valley Ice House as that one sent the length of the ice. That'll meet the goaltender Balo, so no icing.
Balo kind of tripped himself up there. Not too happy with himself, but got the shot out to his teammates nonetheless.
Andrew Combs pushes that one back to his teammate, taken by JT House. 10 minutes, 43 seconds to go. Laird over the line. Good defense there by number 13. That one glances wide. House picks it up, just throws it towards the net. Picked off by Everett Bozak. Battle for the puck, sent back to the line. House going D to D. Far side for Wansel taking the shot. That one just wide. House can't push that in. Something he's done all night long. Couldn't do so there as it's flipped into the zone by Garapi.
In these last few minutes, Team Posa just firing the shots in on Charlie Nebus. You can tell they're ready to tie this one back up, and they're going to keep fighting to do so. They have a game plan from their coach. Some of these coaches like to let their players do their own thing, but Benito Posa has a plan for his players. They're doing their best to execute it.
As here comes Team Slater. Boomauer with it. A great play there. Backtracking on defense was the forward Brady Chippa. As here comes Cook glancing over the line. Breaks his way past a couple. Scrambling in net. And he finds the back of the net. Oh my goodness. Aiden Cook, I don't know how he did it. The Wizard, the Magician, gets the hat trick. And we are tied back up at 6. Team Posa will not go away.
That's 2 weeks in a row of a hat trick from Aiden Cook, and he deserved it with that one. Oh my goodness.
How did that go in?
His stick was held up by a defender. It looked like Donahue had his stick. He couldn't get it. Puck was loose out in front of him, and he fired that one just in the corner. That was maybe a centimeter from hitting the post.
Maxfield gives it off to Donahue. And the Team Slater reclaims the lead just like that. We can't even catch our breath. We can't even explain what just happened, and we're already explaining another goal. What a big play there to tie or to reclaim the lead. I don't even know what's going on right now. Oh my gosh.
Pure chaos on the ice here at Kensington Valley Ice House. Aiden Cook with an absolutely unbelievable goal to secure his hat trick, but Theodore Donahue answers right back, takes that tie away, and now Team Posa is going to have to go back to playing from behind. I wasn't looking at the clock either time, Ryan, but that was maybe 10 seconds apart.
Yeah, I'd say we'll chalk it up to 10 seconds as here they are looking to double up. Donahue with a good defensive play as we're finally able to catch our breath here at Kensington Valley Ice House. Team Slater, I think that they should be up 7-6 right now. I might be mistaken.
They are up
They
to
are,
7-6,
okay.
I think, just waiting.
We gotta
Our
substitute.
our poor scoreboard getting thrown into the fire,
Yep.
having just goals
There
just
you
a few seconds apart. Needed time to collect themselves. They got to announce it to the arena, too. We're going to give them a break over there. New scoreboard, and they have been absolutely thrown into the fire with these games just back and forth. As now it's been updated. Team Slater up
There we go.
7-6, but still 8 minutes left. A lot could happen in 8 minutes, Ryan.
A lot can happen.
This game is far from over.
Off the draw, it's taken by Team Posa in their own zone. Here comes Wheeler. Wheeler already with 2 goals, looking for his hat trick of his own, just like Aiden Cook. Bendel can't get that one. It's taken instead by Blake Dawson. He'll bank it off the near boards outside the zone. House with possession. House pestered there by Lippert. Taken instead by Combs. Andrew Combs waiting with it. Below the goal he goes. Combs back up to the point. Laird over to House. House taking that shot off a body. Lippert able to block that one aside. Andrew Combs sticks it in deep. He'll get the pass right back from Wheeler. Send it back up to the point for Laird. Laird over to House. House taking another shot. That one just over the corner. And if enough juice, it'll slip all the way back into the Team Posa zone with just under 8 minutes to play in the third period.
You know, just for JT House's sake, I'm neutral here, but I would love to see him get one in from the top of that right circle because he is just every shot we've seen him take tonight has been from that exact spot, and he's had some good chances. A few of them have gotten really close. At some point, I need to see one of them go in.
Or at least get an assist, too, because most of those shots...
Well, he has an assist on the night already.
Oh, there we go. Okay, good. He does have his assist.
Had the assist on Aiden Cook's first goal of the night.
First of many. Is backtracking in his own zone is Zach Wansel. He's got Garapi on him. As Wansel is able to get it, slips to the ice. Garapi, the recipient of that spillage. Down low, below the goal. Nifty little pass back up to the point for Dawson. Dawson throws it down low, loose in front. A good save there by the left leg pad of Balo. JT House once more. It seems like he's got like a 5-minute shift going on as he throws one onto the net. House of centering pass. Here's a chance. Lucid or shot in front. Saved by Nebus. Oh my goodness. Staring down him was Isaac Wheeler looking for the hat trick, but a big save there by Nebus.
And you heard the appreciation coming from the bench. You've heard it from both benches all night long. They have been hyping up their goaltenders, and rightly so. All 4 goaltenders in this game, all 7 goaltenders. We only saw Liam Fulkin for Team Sherry, but every goaltender we've seen tonight here for the Young Guns has had some great games. And again, sometimes you see these scores and you think, oh, you let in this many goals. How great of a game can it be? But in Michigan Elite Hockey, if you only let in 5 goals versus a week where you might have let in 8 goals, that's a victory.
Anderson at center for Team Posa. They're down a goal. As meeting a number of bodies in the center there was Connor Laird, and he will draw a tripping call off of that. So Team Posa down a goal. They're 0-2 on the power play so far, but they go right back to it with a great opportunity to tie it with 6:07 remaining in the last period.
And that was a great job by Laird there. Maybe this wasn't intentional, maybe it was, but to go in, especially when you're a bit of a smaller player, only standing at 5'7". Laird's going in there facing 4 defenders, knowing that his stick's going to go down and sticks are going to be flying. He could possibly get a penalty called and put his team right where they want to be in a man advantage. But then again, this could happen too.
Shorthanded Boomauer with a chance. Gets the rebound though. So even though it's not the second shorthanded goal of the game for Team Slater, they're killing off valuable time on the man advantage for Team Posa as they're still with it smartly, playing that one back. Bozak to Anderson, and it glances off the high glass all the way back down to Belo. So just like that, 30 seconds gone off the man advantage for Team Posa. This one's a big one as they're trailing by 1 with just under 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this one. Laird able to pick it up. Throws it back to the point, picked off by Bozak.
And Laird just left that one behind him, looking for Avery Cook, and instead found Team Slater. And that happened earlier to Laird on the last shorthanded goal. Gave it away at the blue line and gave Team Slater a chance at the shorthanded opportunity. So that would have hurt if you're Connor Laird to have that happen 2 times in a row. Luckily, his teammates were back there before anyone on Team Slater was.
Dawson able to get it shorthanded, and he'll take all the time he wants to in the world. 43 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Team Posa. They're able to get it back, but loses it though. Wansel pushing up, Cook able to get it right back. Cook over to his brother Avery Cook. Back to Aiden. Aiden couldn't corral it. It's over to Kyler Paris, excuse me. Paris down low, can't handle that one. Here's an opportunity here for Team Slater, shorthanded, looking for their second shorthanded goal of the game. A little bit of a toe drag there from Maxfield, couldn't get the shot cleanly off.
Good job by House to go up and originally meet the shooter, and then Laird able to get in there and stop the pass from going across. That was a really good defensive play. Not something you want to be doing while you're on the power play, but nonetheless, smart move from Team Posa.
Donahue back out of the box, so 5-on-5 hockey. 4 minutes to play in this one. Team Slater a 7-6 lead over Team Posa. Slater looking to continue their undefeated reign here as they're looking to add one to their lead. Shot taken, fought off by the paddle of Belo. Chippa chips that one over to Herrera. Herrera finds Sinkowitz. Jacob Sinkowitz with 2 goals early on in this one for his squad. Belo out of his net to play it. 3 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the third period. And if Team Posa gets into the offensive cleanly, we'll take a look at Carson Belo as they might look to pull him. Getting hooked up there a little bit was Bendel. No arm in the air for the referees. Coming out of his net, Belo. Extra skater on for Team Posa. They're down 1 with 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Empty net opportunity for Slater. With it now, Garapi. Garapi throwing it cross ice, looking to connect with Boomauer. That one off a glove and finds JT House. Net is still empty for Team Posa as here comes Chippa over the line. Chippa's got Cook. Chippa takes a shot, rebound in front and covered up by Nebus with 2 minutes 54 to go in the third.
Great job by Nebus there, making the initial save and then seeing that Avery Cook was coming in with a lot of speed, got his glove down on it fast, didn't let any sticks get in on that poke. And again, this is going to be a lot of time. 2 minutes, 54 seconds. We'll see who scores first. It'll either be an empty netter or it won't be, or the game will just end as it is. But more than likely an empty netter or a goal for Team Posa. And there's a lot of time left. And if Team Posa can't hold on to the puck, that's going to be a real problem for them.
Empty net opportunity, and Team Slater able to pop one in. So they take a 2-goal lead, but there's still 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining on the clock, as that one will complete the hat trick for Gage Maxfield. But there's still a lot of time, even though that was a shorthanded goal, or excuse me, that was a empty net goal rather. Still only a 2-goal game with just under 3 to go. So hold your horses. Don't go anywhere. Don't click that X in the top corner. Don't delete the application just yet. Here comes Team Posa with an opportunity, and it's Aiden Cook who's got 3 goals to his name on the afternoon. Great play there, able to get it over to center.
And I had said there, if Team Posa couldn't keep control of that puck with the advantage with goalie pulled, it was going to be a real problem for them. And Gage Maxfield confirmed that. He made it a real problem for them, getting the hat trick there, 2 hat tricks on the day. But like you said, Ryan, still time. We've seen 2 goals scored quicker. But right now, Team Slater just looking to keep that undefeated streak alive, and they come out with this win here. Still a huge credit to Team Posa. They started from behind, fought their way back, stayed in this one. But in the end, Team Slater was just able to finish strong.
Just under 2 to go. Donahue able to pick it up with the offensive zone, rings one off the post. That could have been the nail in the coffin for Team Posa, but they're still alive. They need to get it outside the zone, get into the offense. Cleanly, Donahue with it, delay, gets the shot and puts it into the back of the net. So that might be it for Team Posa, as Team Slater with 1:42 takes a 3-goal lead courtesy of Theodore Donahue.
We've seen a few of those today in both games. Getting your own rebound and keep shooting. If at first you don't succeed, Ryan, try again. And that's exactly what Donahue did there, getting that puck in after a few shots in toward Carson Balo. And that's just going to about do it. Team Slater going to walk away, still undefeated in week 4. A huge accomplishment. This team, a lot of talent, but Team Posa, too, played an excellent game. We just saw such great hockey here today. And again, it'll be interesting to see now who in the Young Guns will be the first to take down Team Slater. Got a bit of a target on their back now between all of these teams, and as we're in week 4, every team's played each other once. So we're going to start getting back to some old matchups, and we're going to see how these teams adjust after playing each other once.
The rematches will be coming up in the later half of the season. We're in week 4 of week 8 of the Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns, and tomorrow we'll run back the junior prospects, as there's just 50 seconds remaining in this one, and Team Slater with a now comfortable 3-goal lead, a little bit of a shove to the back of the head. And I was going to talk about how I do love the passion and the energy. Obviously, you don't want to see a little bit of a nasty little chip shot to the back of the head there, but this has been the most passionate game I've seen in Michigan Elite Hockey all season long, and you love to see that. You love to see the players get so engaged where maybe they'll make a mistake like that, and maybe they'll let their emotions boil over.
I know you've missed the last 2 weeks of Young Guns. We've seen a lot of chippiness in these Young Guns games in the past few weeks, Ryan. We've missed you. You haven't been around as much. But these Young Guns showing a lot more chippiness. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason. I think a lot of it is a lot of these Young Gun games, while high scoring, have been a bit closer. Some of the scores where teams pull away a little bit. But these teams are all very evenly matched, I would say. And it makes these games just that much more competitive between these players. Again, we see a lot of competitiveness in junior prospects too, but right there, seeing a bit of a scrum, seeing a lot of penalties. We've seen a lot of it in the Young Guns. We saw a bit of it last week in the matchup between Team Posa and Team Sherry. Seeing it again today. These players get chippy with each other. They get passionate, and that's what you want to see in these leagues. You want to see players that are going to get passionate. They're going to fight till the end. That's what scouts are going to be looking for.
25 seconds left to go in this one. Team Posa with the man advantage, but time has ran out in this one. Balo still in the net for Team Posa, as they gave it their all to try to put the first L on the board for Team Slater. But a back and forth game. Eventually the team in gold will outshine the team in white. 5 seconds to go. Over the line is Wheeler. Wheeler looking for the last second hat trick as he shoots it wide, and the clock will tick 2-0. So 2 very, very entertaining games earlier on. Miller got their first win against Sherry, and a great game here just slipped away from Team Posa as they fall to 1-3. A 9-6 victory for Team Slater as they move to 4-0 on the season. And boy, what a great couple of games there.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw one team get their first win of the season and another team keep an undefeated streak alive. We saw very close games, a lot of back and forth action, only by 2 goals, and especially a lot of passion here. This one, you see with the lines. And again, it's mostly friendly. There's maybe some anger in it too, but a lot of it's friendly. These players play together a lot. But it was some great hockey all around. And again, it's really great to see how these teams grow and develop as we get in. Now we're at the halfway mark of the season, and we're already seeing a lot of development from these players. We're seeing them play together more smoothly. The passing's there. The defense is getting there. It's fun to watch. Just makes me look forward to the second half of the season and what we'll see in the junior prospects tomorrow.
Halfway through the Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns season. Week 5 coming up next week for the Young Guns, but tomorrow the junior prospects taking the ice. hopefully we'll have a little bit of a post-game interview with Gage Maxfield of Team Slater as his squad was able to pull off the 9-6 victory, but we're going to go ahead and throw it to a break. We'll be right back. Marin, thanks for joining me up in the booth and casting some games, and we'll be back with a post-game interview with Gage Maxfield, hopefully in just a couple minutes. Welcome to the post-game interview. Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns Team Slater taking a 9-6 win over Team Posa. I'm joined with Gage Maxfield. Gage, picking up a hat trick today. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's obviously love to win, but glad I could put some effort out there and help our boys win.
That one was back and forth for a while. You guys took the lead early on. You found yourselves down 3-1. You battled back. How'd you guys pull away at the end and get the win?
We're the better team. We're gritty, and we have teamwork. So we just battled hard and trusted each other and came out to win.
And this, although it's a summer league to try to have fun, expand the skills, get some eyes on you guys, that one got a little bit of chippy out there. Explain that.
Yeah, no, I don't really know what happened. We're normally a more content team, but we're gonna dish it if they give it. So that's how it works.
There you go, and congratulations on the victory. You guys moved to 4-0 on the season. Do you guys think you can be stopped?
No.
No,
course not.
it's all uphill for you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Gage, thanks for joining me here in the booth. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.